of The Bully from the Black Lagoon. If you do not have your copy of The Bully from the Black Lagoon next to you, please pause the video at this time and grab it. As I am reading the book, I am going to be pausing to pose some questions to you. When I ask the questions, if needed, pause the video so you can reflect on the answers. The first question that I want to pose to you is, what is a black lagoon? If you aren't sure, pause this video and do a Google search to find out. There's a new kid in our school. His name is Butch Pounder, and he's supposed to be a terrible bully. I haven't seen him yet, but I heard he's almost as big as Coach Kong. At his old school, he was on the football team. In fact, he was the football team. He was sent to the principal's office so often that he had his own desk there. They say he transferred from the state pen and has a record. Rumor has it that he beat up every single kid in his old school twice and ate the teacher's pet. I don't want to get beaten up even once. I want you to pause the video and think, how is Hubie feeling right now? And why is he feeling this way? I would say that I think Hubie is feeling anxious and nervous. I know that he's feeling this way because he keeps talking about all of the things that he thinks this bully is going to do to him. And I also see in that speech bubble, he says, I should have stayed home, which is showing me that he is feeling worried and anxious about being at school. I can see it now. In art class, he'll take all the crayons. In the library, he'll take all the books. In the cafeteria, he'll take our lunch money and eat all the food. Then he'll just get bigger and bigger. At recess, he'll put little kids into orbit by sitting on the seesaw. Then he'll kick us in kickball, sock us in soccer, and use us for bases in baseball. After recess, we'll have to be resuscitated. I want you to pause the video and think, what do you think Hubie's really trying to say when he says resuscitated? Now that you've had some time to think, I'm wondering if you thought of a word that sounds similar to resuscitated, which is resuscitated. And you might not have heard that word before. It's a pretty big vocabulary word. But resuscitated means to be brought back to life. So I think when Hubie's saying we'll have to be resuscitated, he's saying they'll have to be brought back to life after this bully uses them for soccer balls and kickballs. At the school dance, he'll be the punch. And at our school carnival, he'll be the carnivore. We'll spend half our time in the nurse's office and the other half hiding in our lockers. Broken arm, broken leg, broken heart. On the school bus, he'll take up all the seats. We'll just stand with our crutches in the aisles. Then he'll get off at my stop, follow me home, and eat my snack. What will I do? I can lift weights and learn karate and kung fu, which will make my hands into lethal weapons. Yeah. I want you to pause the video and see if you can think, what does Hubie mean when he says carrot tea? This seems pretty similar to our resuscitated and resuscitated. I want you to see if you can think of a word that sounds similar to carrot tea. Were you like me and thinking of karate? I can take Tailspin to school. He could lick 'em. Or I could just wear armor. So right now, Hubie has been thinking about some different strategies to protect himself from the bully. Do you think they're good options? Pause the video and think about it. I don't know if I think that Hubie has the best options. To me, bringing a dog to school, learning karate, wearing armor, none of these seem to be like very realistic options to deal with the issue. With my luck, he'll sit right behind me in class. Then he'll push, pull, poke, and pinch me all day. And if I tell Mrs. Green, he'll ram, slam, jam, and bam me after school. I know what I'll do. I'll practice running. I'll become so fast that he'll never catch me. I'll start right now. I run down the hall, turn the corner, and wham! I bump right into Butch Pounder. Oh no, he is big. I bounce right off of him. He picks me up with one hand. Wait a minute. Is this how you imagine Butch would actually look? Do you think this is how Hubie imagined it? Pause the video and think about it. To me, this is not how I imagine Butch would look like. Sure, he looks like he's a little taller and larger than the other kids, but he doesn't look as mean as Hubie was thinking. He even has a smiley face on his shirt. My name is Butch, he smiles. I just transferred from the state of Pennsylvania, and I'm new in school. My name's Hubie, I grin. I'm old in school. I'm lost, he sighs. Do you know where Mrs. Green's class is? I sure do, I answer. Follow me. By the way, Butch, do you really have a record? Yeah, I have lots of records, he says, and a record player. Cool. Could I hear them sometime? I ask. Sure, Hubie. If you promise not to run into me anymore, he laughs. Deal, I smile, as we walk down the hall, shaking hands. And that is the end of our read aloud. For your final question, I want you to think about, why do you think the author chose this title for the book? Do you think it's a good title? Why or why not?